And so what I did was I took some of that resoline, I pushed it back up. I actually put a little on there and then just pushed it back up, and girl, she's good as new. Hey Ewans, welcome back to my channel. It's Winnie BLV, Mouth of the South. No intro, no outro, it's just this ho. It's finally here, the day that we can take out the Dior bag from the odor chamber. It does not smell. So fresh, so clean. It really is. So I worked on this bag. You guys know, if you're just joining me about this Dior, I've had it for like 2 months, I want to say. Yeah. And when I got it from Dubai, a seller. It's actually a consignment-like store. I think it's called the Luxury Closet or something like that, out of Dubai. It comes in, I got it for a super good deal, but you guys know when I say super good deal, then I look around and I see them all over for just a little bit more not in bad shape. So anyway, it had some flaws. I knew that going in. That's why I thought, oh my gosh, I'm getting such a great deal. But anyway, I wanted to show you how, when I got it, all of the edges were white, girl. They were white with just age. The leather had scuffed and it had aged so, and it had been used so much that it had gone down to almost a white. It was white. I'll show you in the video. But I ended up trying to fix that myself, and the only thing that I did, girl, is I bought the Fibings or Phoebings, I don't know how you say it, resoline, and I just took an old paintbrush that I had, a little small one, and I just dipped a little bit of and I went through the seams, and where I did it, all of the white came back to its original luster. I don't know if that'll work on every color bag. I'm thinking that just because this is such a dark bag, maybe that added something, but it is an acrylic paint finisher is what resoline is, I believe. I'll get the bottle out here in a minute and show you. But anyway, she looks good. I shined her up. I cleaned her well. I put her in the odor chamber. I also did the silver on her, but the silver wasn't bad at all. Usually when you get a Louis Vuitton, you really have to use some kind of cleaner. I use Barkeeper's Friend, as you'll see in this video coming up. I did this on my phone so you guys could see it in another room. But yeah, I'm gonna roll the footage of how I did the resoline and the hardware, and then I'll come back, and that's it. I mean, that's basically it. It won't take a few minutes. Okay, watch this. Okay, I thought I was recording and I wasn't. So I've taken some resoline, and this whole corner of this bag that I just bought, it was white like this, all white in these corners. So what I've done is, you can see I put a little piece there, taken just a little bit of resoline, which is in it's a glossy type leather finish, and I'm just feathering it on the places that the leather, I know this brush is old, I couldn't find a good one. I need to go to Michael's. But anyhow, what I'm doing that'll focus my phone is I'm just feathering in where the white is, and it dries very quickly. And this was real bad. This side over here was actually really bad. It's kind of sticky now, but that will dry and you'll not be able to tell. I've already done it all down this seam. It's still wet and tacky, but it takes not long at all to dry. Also, it was on the edge. This is still wet. This whole side had peeled back and was showing white. So what I did was I took my resoline and I soaked it good, and then I flipped the leather back. But yeah, it's showing a little dark because the leather's wet. So it kind of needs about 24 hours to dry, and it should be looking pretty good once we come back to it. Hopefully I can come back and show you, look how scratched it is. But yeah, all I did was I'm going to show you what it is, just in case. It's by Phoebings or Fibings. I got it from Amazon. I'll link it down below. But it's neutral, so there's no color in it. Resoline, or I guess that's how you say it, protective acrylic finish for leather. And it comes in a little tiny 4-ounce bottle, which will last you your whole entire lifetime. Unless you're doing, 50 bags a week or shoes or whatnot. But yeah, that just brought back. See how it is kind of drying now? Yeah, this whole thing was like, I'll show you the other side. I haven't done anything to the other side. It was like this. so this side, the corners that I did, hopefully we'll just bring it back just a little bit, take some of that white away, and when that dries, it should be pretty good, better than it was. We're just trying to hide some of the flaws because this bag, I got a very good deal on it, but it has been very, very used. So I'm also going to apply it to this side again, as you can see. Yeah, I put a little bit here. Oh, it's wet. Okay. But anyhow, I'll let you know. Okay, bye. Okay, so for what I want to do, they're not too bad. The silver on this, the actual hardware is silver. You can see there's some marks. So this is where this stuff comes in. And you can see I have used, this is almost empty. I use this quite a bit. You can use it on a lot of stuff, stainless steel, brass, ceramic, tile. But anyhow, this is what I use. Okay, so I take a little bit on a Q-tip and I put a microfiber towel beneath it because I really don't want to, there it comes. I definitely don't want to get any of this on the leather. I've done that before. It doesn't really hurt anything. It just kind of dries white and makes a little bit of a messy situation. But I didn't really need much on this. So then after you've, put it on there pretty good, however you want, then you just go back over with your microfiber and shine it up, and you can see it leaves pretty good. Let me shine it up just a little bit more. It does actually do a good job at shining. Uh-oh. Did I get it on there? Oh, jeez. Hopefully I didn't. But anyway, other than my fingerprints, yeah, just wipe it off as well as you can. Put it on there. I mean, if you have to do another application, you can. But yeah, I just go about the silver, the stainless or whatever, the hardware, the silver hardware, and I just go through here and take a Q-tip and just, you can leave it on there longer, but it shines it up and really brings back, you can see, there's not too much. I guess the silver, you can really tell this on brass, unlike when you use it for the rivets on your Louis Vuitton bag. You can really bring that back instantly, but we're just shining up, the silver hardware on this one. There won't be a whole lot I have to do. It wasn't tarnished in any way. It just kind of had dulled a little bit. So yeah, it just brings it back. So that's all that I did to it. Okay, so I used Bic 5 to clean. It's the Bic 5 leather conditioner and cleaner, which conditions and cleans. So I didn't want to go in. I usually will use this liquid glycerin saddle soap if I'm doing like Vachetta, something that's really durable. Epi leather, I use this on a lot. I've used it on vernis, but nothing gets patent leather cleaned and freshened up. You already know that. Patent leather is hard, but anyway, that's what she said. Oh, there it is. So yeah, you can see I've used a ton of this. Fibings as well. This is the resoline that I went in with it. It's neutral, so it really doesn't have a color, and it's the protective acrylic finish for leather. So it kind of seals it up. It took it back. I don't know what magic or voodoo it did, but it did its thing, and I am so happy that it did. Now remember on the handle, so the handle looked gnawed up. You can really kind of see it here. Let it focus and my floor stops creaking. But yeah, right here, the leather was pushed down. And so what I did was I took some of that resoline, I pushed it back up. I actually put a little on there and then just pushed it back up, and girl, she's good as new. The inside is not dirty at all. I think somebody probably had an insert in it. I don't know. I cleaned this little, now I think the Lady Dior bags have that flap like the Capucines has, where it just flaps over and then you get it that way. But these are, this is from I think 2012, so this one still had the little zipper like the first gen had with the CD on it. I cleaned all the hardware except the zipper. It really didn't need it. I did get in here good with the conditioner and the cleaner, and I think it looks good. It feels soft. There's still, you can see that it's still, I mean, she's not the best. I mean, she's not brand new shape anymore, but all of the places that, were whitened everything and got down to the really, scruff of the leather, it came back pretty well. So there we go. I also got this from Etsy, which kind of resembles, it doesn't say Dior, it's just got little symbols. It kind of looks like the oblique pattern. I got this for a strap on. Oh yeah, she said it. And I also ended up buying. I thought this was navy because, you know, she can't be bothered to read anything like descriptions and stuff that she buys. But I found a seller on eBay and I thought it was navy, but it's black, and that's okay. One of the older dust bags for it. So yeah, now it's got a dust bag. It's got a strap on. We've got the strap for her. And so now she's good to go, and hopefully I can carry her now because she's been through all of her paces. So there we go. It's probably something, I don't know. The last time I had a Lady Dior, I had the first gen one in a baby pink. I never picked it up. So let's just see if she bothers. Can she be bothered to carry this Lady Dior bag that she fixed so well? Yeah, you might see a few months later me going, hey, anybody want to buy this Lady Dior bag that I fixed up? Yeah, that's a huge possibility, guys. Thank you for watching my little video today. I think it came out really well. Tell me your thoughts down below. Have you ever used any of the Phoebings or Fibings resoline? I really like this as a tool. I mean, you know she likes a lot of different tools, but seriously, to work on your bag, that one's really good. All right, guys, I will link it down below. Anything that I've talked about during this video, I will link down below because I get everything from Amazon. I got this from my leather guy, but it's on Amazon too, so I will link it for you. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend. I'll be back here on Tuesday. We will be talking to Andri of Andri's World. Catch that around 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, okay? All right, do me a favor though, seriously, on this one. He doesn't know. If y'all see my husband, girl, ooh, Lord, don't tell him nothing. Bye. All right, guys, bag of the day. As promised, I have put my stuff in my new to me vintage Speedy Cerise bag 25. Yes, and I did, girl, as promised, I put my support hose on them handles because those handles were, you can see from the other leather, the handles worse than this, if you can believe it. But yeah, I keep going in with my conditioner and cleaner and trying to give them a little scrub. Now, if you do that, don't forget, if you're going to condition and clean, give it a day before you go back in with anything else. Just a tip. Give it 24 hours to dry completely or you'll be sorry. It'll all turn really dark and look more horrible than this. So there you go. Yeah, the old support hose. Whatever happened to pantyhose? Does that, guys, seriously? I think about that because my kids asked me the other day, like, you used to wear pantyhose all the time? And I'm like, yeah, it was a thing. Like, my mom wore them, my grandma wore them, like, everybody wore pantyhose. And then all of a sudden, people are like, no, throw away the pantyhose. I mean, I hated pantyhose, to be honest. Yeah, didn't like them. And you'd always get a runner, have to throw them out, or you'd be like me, too lazy, and then put the runner ones back on. I mean, you know, it was always something with pantyhose. But thankfully, that's gone the way of what? Girdles. It's gone the way of petticoats, slips, okay? And it's also gone bye-bye with the, well, some people wear corsets, but yeah. It's just like the progression of things. Pretty soon, we'll just be walking around here with just pasties on. I'm okay with that. Yes. And while we're getting rid of stuff, Spanx, put that on the list of stuff to go bye-bye. Biatch.